I mean, this is very disturbing. One estimate, not according to the Center for a New American Security, it estimates that the median number of A1 chips being sold already to China at 12,500. Isn't that correct?
Senator, any diversion of our controls would be a matter for export enforcement, and we are tracking that very closely.
But you're not aware that 12,500 have been sold?
Senator, we track all sorts of data through our analytic capabilities to understand illicit procurement networks. That's very important to our work.
But you don't
it's something
know about
we're cracking down on.
12,500?
I can't speak to the specific report that you're referring to, sir.
Well, you need to read the paper.
In today's video, we're unpacking a fiery Senate exchange between Senator John Kennedy and a Biden administration official that left everyone in the room stunned. This isn't just about politics. This is a matter of national security. Senator Kennedy didn't hold back when questioning Ms. Kendler, a high-ranking Biden official overseeing export controls. The concern? Advanced AI chips designed to power cutting-edge technologies are being sold to China despite strict export regulations. Kennedy pointed out that these restricted chips are freely available from 70 different distributors, and they're even being shipped to elite Chinese universities and research institutions.
How come we're allowing them to be sold to China?
Senator, our advanced computing controls from last October and the October before, they're absolutely targeted at the most advanced chips, as you noted. We are controlling them for export to China, and we look together with Department of Defense, Energy, and State at where they're going.
Yes, ma'am, but if you go on the internet, you'll find 70 distributors, not 70 distributors, which will sell NVIDIA's supposedly restricted chips to China. And in fact, some of them will sell to China the entire servers. They cost about $300,000 a piece. They've got 8 chips in them. Isn't that a fact?
Senator, I'm not familiar with the website that you're referring to, but what I can tell you...
I'm referring to 70. Do you read the Wall Street Journal?
On occasion, yes.
You should read this article. They've identified at least 70 distributors, and they have confirmed that these chips are being sold to China.
Senator...
I mean, this is very disturbing. One estimate, not according to the Center for a New American Security, it estimates that the median number of A1 chips being sold already to China at 12,500. Isn't that correct?
Senator, any diversion of our controls would be a matter for export enforcement, and we are tracking that very closely.
But you're not aware that 12,500 have been sold?
Senator, we track all sorts of data through our analytic capabilities to understand illicit procurement networks. That's very important to our work.
But you don't
it's something
know
we're
about
cracking down on.
12,500?
I can't speak to the specific report that you're referring to, sir.
Well, you need to read the paper. No disrespect. These chips have been sold, and it's been confirmed, to China's most elite universities. They've been sold to the state research powerhouse, Chinese Academy of Science, haven't they? Do you know anything about that?
Senator, we look at license applications and determine whether they're consistent with national security. If it's not consistent with national security, we do not approve it.
Well, all you got to do is go on, get your computer out, and go on Google and search. And you'll find 70 distributors that are selling these restricted chips that you're not shutting down. And the Wall Street Journal has confirmed all of this.
Sir, we would add entities like that to our entity list as a regulatory action. We would also...
But you haven't done it yet.
We would also have our enforcement colleagues investigate these kinds of allegations.
Were you aware of this before I raised it today?
Senator, I certainly am aware that when our laws are effective, illicit procurement networks stand up to violate them.
Were you aware of these 70 distributors and the thousands and thousands that have been sold right there on the internet in front of God and country, bigger than Dallas? Was your agency in charge of enforcing this aware of that?
Senator, I'd be happy to connect you with our enforcement team to talk about this in more detail.
Team?
Yes, sir.
I mean, who's on first? What's on second? We've got export controls here. And all you got to do is go on the internet, and China buys them.
The export.
Are you aware? Were you aware of this before I raised it today?
Senator Kennedy, you've made your point clear. I share your concerns. I think this is one reason why BIS needs more funds. Senator Smith from Minnesota is recognized.
Well, can I just say one more point?
You certainly may.
I don't think they need more money.
Well,
I think they need people that talk to each other and know how to use an internet and know how to read articles in the Wall Street Journal. This is not, you don't have to be an astrophysicist here.
Now let's pause here for a second. Do you think our leaders are doing enough to address these gaps in enforcement? If not, what's the solution? Let's discuss this in the comments. I want to hear your take. This isn't just about trade, it's about national security. Advanced chips can power everything from artificial intelligence to military systems. Allowing these exports undermines years of carefully constructed safeguards designed to protect sensitive technology. So, where do we go from here? Senator Kennedy's confrontation has brought national attention to this issue. Will it lead to better enforcement and stricter regulations? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. Public scrutiny and pressure will be key to holding officials accountable. If you're just as passionate about safeguarding our future, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Together, we'll keep shining a light on the stories that matter most.